Howdy folktales, Branium here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Okay, it's a lot different. In this video we take Timberborn experimental branch to an absurd extreme. You might be familiar with the Diorama map, but I doubt you've ever seen it like this. We're going to use every bit of the metal on this tiny map to build upward. As usual, we're on hard mode. I've taken the liberty of working through the early game off camera. If you're a returning viewer, you'll be familiar. If not, just go watch the other videos. We'll wait. Okay, now that we're all caught up, let's get to building this giant pyramid. It's going to be upside down, and the goal is to fit all of the important buildings on it, ideally the whole town. Hence the name. The Experimental Branch Update 6 has these glorious overhang parts which we will exploit. Originally I aimed for over 100 beavers, but for entirely aesthetic reasons, we ended up with 80. So how does any of this make sense? It doesn't. Just go with it. With a stable ground floor for all the necessities, I started designing a tower with expanding geometry. I was inspired by oyster mushrooms growing on trees. If they can have these large overhang areas, maybe I can use a similar technique for beaver buildings. This worked out so much better than I hoped. Building upward on a 3x3 with stairs up on all four sides, working in a spiral, each rotation extending the floor out by one tile. We repeat the same pattern upwards and outwards. Once the core structure is in place, extend it for maximum value. This offers significantly more buildable space than the map supports alone. It also means we can free up space on the ground tiles for farming and water management. The beauty of this structure is amenity stacking. All the monuments and decorations have an area of effect. That means if we stack all of them on top of each other, all the beavers benefit as long as they're in the stack. Naturally, we built all of the top tier monuments on the literal top tier of the stack, beyond which the game won't let me build upwards. This means every beaver sleeps under a superposition of bonus buffs. But we don't stop at the monuments. There's a spa level, complete with a dance hall, a lido, and a mud bath. I've strategically placed wellness buildings throughout the stack, and the beavers are amazingly happy. During this run, I've seen the happiness score go above 20, then 30. I was amazed when it crested above 40. Then it blew past 50, something I never thought possible. This is by far the highest score I've ever seen in this game, but I'm still working on the big monument, so maybe it goes even higher once I can reduce the work hours. That's gonna take a really long time, and frankly, I'm happy with the outcome as is. I'm sure there are things I would do differently, but it seems at this point the only thing there is left to do on this map is to do it all again with iron teeth. Until then, stay hydrated, y'all.